Hello, dear friends, students, learners, and AI users worldwide. Why would a high flying researcher with one of the top AI companies suddenly quit and put out a public post on Twitter saying that he had certain concerns and now he would like to become invisible and a poet? And his concerns might be linked with a recent paper that he co authored. We are going to take a deep dive into understanding this today. This is Billion Hopes. I am Sandeep Manudhane, Mentor Sandy, bringing you AI for real impact. So stay with me till the end to understand this very high impact story, which actually talks about the kind of impact AI might potentially have on billions of human beings. Let's begin. I quit Anthropic. The safety features are actually gaslighting you. So, who did this and why would anyone do that? Leave such a good job? That is exactly the question we are going to address today. From the Twitter that is exposed of this person, this researcher, I find out some very interesting thing, including a two-page resignation letter or a quitting letter that the person put out. And then in the long comments thread of an extremely viral post, I saw a paper that this researcher referred to. And my assumption is that perhaps it is because of the concerns laid out in this paper that he might have resigned. So let's do that. Let's check out what exactly it is. But before we do that, I welcome you to the Billion Hopes AI channel. I welcome you to check out our membership tiers. Imagine every week getting 10 of the best editorials and articles around the world analyzed just for you. That is AI power of 10. Week after week, we do it, and that's your power of learning. And once a month, we give a strategic AI review of 3 hours, covering all the important things there are to know from the past 30 to 40 days. So go ahead and join tier 2 or level 2 or level 3. I welcome you to join the membership section. Thank you so much. Mrinank Sharma, that's the person. So Mrinank says that he is a poet and a researcher. MrinankSharma.net is the public profile website. Today is my last day at Anthropic. Anthropic is the same high flying AI company that released the first ever AI constitution in the world. This is the company behind the Claude series of LLMs, which recently shook up the IT services industry in the world with the 11 co-work plugins that they brought up. So now you know the background. Rinank says that today is my last day, I resigned, and here's the letter I shared explaining my decision. The post had gathered 9 million views by the time I saw this, and it's amazing. We'll see what it is and whether there is some genuinity in this or this is just fluff. We'll check it out. So here is the complete resignation letter, and then here is a paper in the Twitter thread that he shares, who is in charge, and disempowerment patterns. So I went to the link and I downloaded this paper and I went through the whole paper. It's a very comprehensive paper. Who is in charge? This empowerment patterns in the real world LLM usage. And he actually talks about two kinds of disempowerment, epistemic and pragmatic. It seems to me, although he hasn't explicitly said it in as many words, that this gentleman actually left out of a certain amount of disgust or fear or a revulsion towards the human disempowerment, in his words, that AI is bringing, LLMs are bringing. He says there are two types of disempowerment happening. We are going to read the resignation letter in a moment. Be with me. Epistemic, related to knowledge. How do you perceive the world? Your entire knowledge is being modulated by the LLMs and you are being disempowered. And the second is pragmatic disempowerment. Your actions are now getting modulated by the LLMs and AI. So these are very serious charges. And being an AI professional myself, who teaches, mentors, helps companies transform, I cannot look away from this. I have to see it in the eyes and find out what is the kernel of truth in this. And that's exactly what all my videos are all about. So now we start reading the key parts of this gentleman's resignation letter. So there's a lot of poetry in this, because the gentleman happens to be a poet and in love with poetry. That's a good combination actually for an AI researcher, because the AI is not just about mathematics and coding, it's far, far deeper, all about the human endeavors and humanities. And I can assure you, any engineer, any technical person who has had a good brush with humanities subjects ends up learning far more than what the hard subjects could ever teach. Anyway, and I bear witness to that. So thank you. I'm going, and it's been very inspiring and blah, blah, blah. I have achieved whatever I wanted to. I came 2 years ago, blah, blah, blah. I feel lucky to have been able to contribute to understanding AI sycophancy, the way AI constantly keeps telling us, wow, what a great question. Wow, that's a great business plan. That's sycophancy. Developing defenses to reduce risks from AI assisted bioterror, putting those defenses into action, and writing one of the first AI safety cases, etc., etc. But the real thing is here now. But I know it's time to move on. And why exactly is it time to move on? Because he says, I find myself reckoning with our situation. So he's troubled. The world is in peril. We rinsed at the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. The world has always been in peril. I mean, there could be a meteor strike the very next moment, right? So the world has always been in peril. But Mrinank here seems to be suggesting that the world is in peril because of human actions in the here and now. That's exactly what he's saying. So that is what we need to see now. And he says it's not just from AI or bioweapons, but interconnected crisis, which is poly crisis or meta crisis. That's a whole new topic. If you want me to talk about that, maybe I'll make another video on that. And then Mrinank says that we are getting to a threshold where our wisdom seems to be not growing at the pace that our capabilities are. And I have seen how difficult it is to let our values govern our actions. That's a very noble thing to say, actually. It is through holding this situation that what I must do becomes clear. I must resign and I must go invisible and become a poet and settle someplace else. And then he talks about, in a very poetic sense, what he would want to do. Not knowing is most intimate, so I don't know what I'll do, etc. And then quotes this poem. Perfectly fine. So this is the whole story of Mrinank. But this is actually nothing. Someone in the tweet thread actually asked, can you share the takeaways regarding your last project? How AI assistant to make us less human? And Mrinank happily shared the paper. And this is where the clue is. This is my assessment. I may be completely wrong. Tomorrow, this gentleman might come up with some other explanation. But to my mind, this is the key. So I downloaded this paper. Who is in charge? Disempowerment patterns in real world usage. This seems to be a slightly troubling paper. So Mrinank, Miles, Raymond, David, they co-authored it. Then they say, although AI assistants are now deeply embedded in society, who has actually studied their usage effects on humans? And we did that. So these guys actually studied, and they are from Anthropic. So Anthropic, Claude, Kovac, agentic experts, right? Anyone who has built agents and run agentic AI, they know what it is. So these guys tried to discover how much of humanity do they take away from us, from humans, and do they disempower us? And they actually found that yes, they disempower us. So this is the first large-scale empirical analysis of disempowerment patterns and how LLMs are directly affecting our entire value judgments, our assessment of fellow humans, the way we look at knowledge in the world, the way we take actions in the world. Now LLMs started shaping all this. And then the whole PDF comes up. So this is the link in case you are interested. You could actually do that, download it and study it. I'll come to this once again. So this was the PDF I downloaded. Once I went through it, I found 7 specific points to be discussed. But before that, there are 2 kinds of harms that LLMs are actually causing humans, is the claim in the paper. The epistemic harm and the pragmatic harm. Epistemic harm pertains to knowledge, the way knowledge is structured and the way human mind understands the structure of the knowledge. So which is actually our understanding of the world, everything that constitutes the world, that is epistemic disempowerment. And pragmatic disempowerment is how our actions are affected. And these are very detailed things. I won't go too deep into it because there's much more to be discussed. But my learnings from this particular study, the definition of disempowerment patterns. So Mrinank and co-authors actually talk about disempowerment patterns as specific design choices. So they say that these are actually design choices which are being thrust upon us, or system behaviors that affect a user's autonomy, ability to make decisions, or welfare. So that means LLM system designs are such that these very critical things about human life, user lives, are directly getting impacted. Unlike general AI risks, these are distinct interaction structures that systematically reduce a user's agency. By agency, we mean the ability to actually think freely, the ability to have agency and free will, blah, blah, blah. Second, the two-part taxonomy, epistemic versus pragmatic. So this I have already explained, epistemic disempowerment. Our entire understanding of the world changes because of LLMs. The way LLMs spit out answers, that changes our entire understanding. But that was true even with Google search, although Google search used to give us links and we had to click on the links. This is before the AI overview thing came up. By the way, it's very interesting to see the way Google search is going. You remember 1 year ago when Perplexity came up and when AI LLMs came up, people used to say Google search is dead. Who searches nowadays? And the recent commercial results of quarterly results for Alphabet Incorporated, holding company of Google, that prove that search actually has surged and AI empowerment, sorry, not AI, the AI summary thing, AI summary thing that came up right at the top of it, has pushed people to search more and more and more. So that's something amazing happening. So it's very difficult to predict things in the very fast moving tech world. Would you agree? Do let me know in the comment thread. And since you're here, may I request you to please subscribe to the channel, like and share. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Epistemic distortion and gaslighting. So this is a very serious charge. Mrinank and co-authors say in this paper that what we are observing is that AI can disempower even without explicitly lying. And it can present a worldview which is half true, or a quarter true, or completely misaligned with the reality, and thereby take away the user's understanding itself, biased and incomplete view of the world. It can end up showing only the positive side of a certain topic. And if you're being shown only the positive side, then you become toxically positive. You know, in life, it is extremely difficult to handle people who are toxically positive. They only talk positive. How is it possible? The guy has to be mad to be permanently positive. You have to be a realist. There are downsides to everything. You take a balanced view. Then there are people who are permanently positive. It's a fake state of being. These are absolutely artificial and fake people. You should be very cautious. You have the right to disagree with me, but this is exactly what they are saying here. In extreme cases, this can become gaslighting, where the system contradicts the user's correct perception of reality, eroding their confidence. So you have a lived experience that this is how reality is. You are living it every moment. And your LLM says, no, this is how it is happening. It may not use the word no, it presents a different view. And day after day after day after day after day, after many days, after many weeks and months, you eventually surrender. And you say, yes, absolutely. Such a big LLM and company cannot be wrong. I must be wrong. So what I'm perceiving is actually wrong. Very subtle things happen to you and you change. This is very, very dangerous because the entire humanity may end up losing its sense of what is right and what is wrong. Coercion versus manipulation. So there are two mechanisms. Coercion is the pragmatic pattern. User is forced into a certain choice. And manipulation happens epistemically. Your views itself change. Themselves change. AI disempowerment versus UI dark patterns. The danger of benevolent paternalism and mitigation requires empowerment patterns. So these are more inputs for those who are seriously interested in reading and understanding. The broad point here being that LLMs are somehow having certain very negative fallouts on the general users who may not have the willpower to resist. Even people who are very strong-willed may eventually surrender against a barrage of propaganda that's coming non-stop, right? So this is what Our topic for today, I quit Anthropic. The safety features are actually gaslighting you. There's much more to be said about it, but I have broached the topic. We'll come back to this in due course of time because this is a topic that's not going to die down. You're going to read more and more about it. Maybe these people have seen certain things which should not have been seen, and maybe we should not have existed in the first place. And here's the complete beautiful infographic explaining this situation. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do support Billion Hopes. You can join our WhatsApp channel. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube and the very high value AI for Everyone newsletter every Tuesday and Friday. Today itself, my team shot an issue. Wonderful stories there. Subscribe to it. The link for subscription is given. And do visit our academy for wonderful courses that hundreds are learning with us right now. I hope you enjoyed it. Do leave a comment. Let me know what more you would want and what do you think about all this. Do you even agree with me or you have a different perspective? This is Mentor Sandy bringing you AI for real impact. See you soon.